have for actors like us who work in this genre and do spectacular performances. I still think it was the greatest performance of the year. You deserved an award for that.
Well, I thank you. Studios just don't get it, okay? Not anymore. It's all the bean counters, okay? And it's profit and loss sheets. And if they open their eyes and realize that the horror industry is like a $3 billion a year industry, okay, they would pay a little more attention. Stacy Snyder, who was the head of Universal Studios, the House of Horror, okay, nixed House of a Thousand Corpses. It was released, and it was a Universal film to begin with. They paid all the money. They had their producer on the set every day. They watched dailies. They gave Rob notes every day over his shoulder. When the film was put together and they were doing screenings around the country, the survey cards were coming back just great. It was either ones or tens, which is what you want. You don't want fives. Okay? It's like, yeah, it's okay. You don't want that. So there was interest there, and Stacy Snyder said, maybe I should come to one of these screenings. And Rob, in his naivete, said, yeah, sure, come on down, we're doing one of blah, blah, blah. Well, at the end of the film, they found her in the lobby, shaking and crying uncontrollably. And the next day, the film was canceled. It was put on the shelf, okay? And she said, Universal Studios cannot release this film. It is morally corrupt, okay? Well, so now it's on the open market, and MGM picked it up. And Rob was doing one of those MTV celebrities interviewing celebrities show things, and he was talking with Ben Affleck and about his film. And Ben says, "Forget about that. What about your film?" He says, "Well, it was a rough ride, but Universal turned it down because they thought it was morally corrupt. But MGM has picked it up." And Affleck said, "Well, if Universal turned it down because it was morally corrupt, why would MGM pick it up?" And as a joke, and you could hear the crew laughing in the background, he said, "Well, I guess MGM doesn't have any morals." The next day, the film was canceled. And I know that for sure because my daughter-in-law was working in the art department at MGM at that point, and they came in and shredded everything that had a House of a Thousand Corpses on it.
Wow.
Yeah. But it fell into Lionsgate's lap, and here we go. And I kept encouraging Rob all along. I said, "You made a great film. Shut up. Somebody's going to pick it up. Don't worry about it." And finally somebody did. Yeehaw.
And I bet everybody was kicking themselves later when it becomes such a big cult that,
Oh, yeah.
and
And
they see the potential.
a guy from the LA Times interviewed Stacy Snyder, and one of his questions was, why did Universal give Silence of the Lambs a thumbs up and House of a Thousand Corpses a thumbs down? He said, "Well, because we know Anthony Hopkins isn't that way." Can I interest y'all in some fried chicken? Jesus Christ, yeah.
And Sid is like that.
And so there's, a multi-billion-dollar operation, okay, with that mentality.
It's called acting.
Yeah.
Not everybody realizes that, and I notice that a lot for myself professionally, is that a lot of times people do judge you based on your performance, and they think when they're going to meet you that you're going to be this nymphomaniac or this murderer or this crazy person. I've had that even in my own life, and people just don't realize, it's acting. And at the end of the day, you go home, you go back to the person you were before. And it's amazing that a professional person like that didn't realize that it is acting.
Yeah. They don't get it. They don't understand.
Yeah, and the film doesn't necessarily embrace anyone's philosophy on life. It's not even Rob Zombie who wrote it. It's a creative exercise,
Yeah. I did a panel at San Diego Comic-Con with Linda Blair and Mark, what was his last name? I don't know. It was about why major studios don't really invest that much in horror, okay? And they take things and twist them around, like The Exorcist, right?
Love that movie.
Not a horror film according to Universal, it was a psychological thriller. And that makes it now acceptable, okay? No, it's a horror film, come on. Stupid.
Okay, we have 10 minutes left, so, let's see, I'm gonna get a question from you in the back.
Sid, next year I believe is 50 years for Spider-Man. Is that correct?
We made it in, actually, we made it in '64 and then it was released in
67.
'67.
So for the release, it's 50 years.
Yeah.
Seeing that film, especially in the last decade, kind of find a new audience. What did it mean for you to have this next generation of fans embrace that film and the weirdness of it and the artistic expression that was part of it?
It's been a fantastic ride. I mean, we were just a bunch of kids making a movie, okay, with this great, horror actor. We didn't expect anything out of it, and it's like every 5 years we get a whole new audience that sees the film and they go, oh my God, this person knows that person, blah blah blah. The DVDs are flying through the air, okay. So it's very rewarding to see something that you've done last that long and have a life like that.
Thank you, sir.
Amazing. John Lane?
Do you have any interesting stories of working with Cheney?
Working with Cheney?
Yes.
Ron Chaney, yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the first couple of days I couldn't even speak to him, okay? But this was a small, low-budget film, and crews were doing this, that, and the other thing. And then Jack Hill, my buddy, I did his student film at UCLA.
Oh, wow.
He said, Sid, will you go get Cheney? We're ready for him. And I said, yeah, okay. I went, I knocked on his dressing room door, and Mr. Cheney, they're ready for you. He said, stop. Stop it with the Mr. Cheney stuff, okay? You're Sid, I'm Lon, let's just go to work, okay? And that just relaxed me and made the whole rest of the shoot just go so smoothly, because now he gave me permission to be in his world.
Yeah, and to treat him like you're on the same level.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So did you find him to be a humble person?
Yes, very humble.
Oh, fantastic to hear. Sometimes it's amazing that you meet these like iconic people and they're so humble, like yourself. Because you are at this point a horror icon, and there's no denying that. And in addition to being an accomplished actor all around.
I'll accept an aspiring icon.
Aspiring icon.
Those titles don't mean anything to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's very humble of you to say.
I just, I mean, you have a job, you go to work and you do your job, right? I do the same thing. So they
Your
should
job
give
is
you
the evil clown.
Right?
It's a different kind of job, but it's a job nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how long was your hiatus for acting that you mentioned where you became a therapist?
About 4 years.
4 years, wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I
That's
was
amazing.
doing, I was shooting commercials
Mhm.
for this company called Diamond Entertainment Marketing. And in the area where like Comcast was, I did about 120 commercials.
I did not know, that's amazing, that's a lot, wow.
But it was like, I was a one-man band. The one thing I said, I will not make cold calls. Somebody's gotta go get the clients, okay, and then I'll take it from there. So I would write the copy, produce it, direct it, edit it, get the music for it, get it on the air. And the guy that owned the company didn't know anything about film, he just had money. So he would throw a little bit of money at me and say, go do this, and just do it. yeah, I was like 4 years away from acting. And I got a call from Quentin Tarantino at my house. How the hell did he get my number?
How did that happen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you're Quentin Tarantino is like you're the CIA or something.
I didn't get any of this phone number at that point.
And he called and he said, I get it, you don't want to do any more stupid heavies. I've written the part of a judge for you in my next film, and I won't take no for an answer.
Wow.
I said, okay, boss.
Wow.
What
You
time do we
sound so
start?
commanding.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. He made you an offer you couldn't refuse. I think we have time for one more question. I'm going to take one from the woman with the blonde hair because I think you're the only one that's asked the question.
Do you find it odd or kind of scary that most of the actors that were in Devil's Reject and House of a Thousand Corpses has passed away?
Yeah,
There's
that's,
like a curse on those movies or that comes with it, or do you ever wonder, am I next?
no, you start questioning, I mean, you know, I've had a lot of friends pass, okay, through the years. And yeah, you start questioning your own mortality. As far as a curse being on the film or anything, I don't go with that, but it's just, it was very sad to lose those people. And with like House of a Thousand Corpses, the guy who played Grandpa, Dennis Fimple, he and I were regulars on Alias Smith and Jones. We go back that far. And he never even got to see House of a Thousand Corpses because drunk kid ran into him and killed him. So, on that happy note.
Well, we have to bring up something a little happier, I think, to
Yeah.
end with. So, does anybody have a happy question?
He's got a smile on his face.
Okay, smiling.
In your professional opinion, what is the best way to screw with somebody to make them piss their pants and run out screaming?
What?
As a scare actor now,
Uh-huh.
I'm always looking for a way to up my game, to make that thrill, that excitement, to make that person run into a wall while trying to run away from me.
Well, you just double down on him. Okay? I had a guy that was bugging me on Facebook or whatever. And yeah, I'll kick your ass, you think you're a tough guy, this, that, and the other thing. I said, you know what? You have me at a great disadvantage. You know what I look like, I don't know what you look like. So you have my permission. If I'm ever doing a convention in your area, please come to my table and hit me in the face as hard as you can. And then when they're hauling your sorry ass to the hospital.
Yeah. It's looking at the first movement, see how you respond. I think that's a good way to close. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah.
That's good.
I always try to leave everybody with a smile on their face.
Yeah, that's like his final message. We'll just think of what a badass it is for the rest of the day. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
If you give that to me, Ed, real quick,
All right.
I'm gonna
I
get
try
a
to stay as
picture.
still as possible.
Thank you.